It's the Hoffman Show. We're on the Team 980, always live as well on the free Odyssey app, and of course streaming on YouTube too at the Team 980. We're your home for Mystics basketball. We've been covering the draft all week, and yesterday we were really fortunate to have Kenny Brooks from Kentucky on to talk about Georgia Amoore. And today we're keeping the coach parade continuing. Niele Ivey joins us, the head coach at the University of Notre Dame, where she had Sonia Citron. And Coach, I was so excited to meet Sonia today and meet Georgia and Kiki today, and especially after what I've learned about them through this process and watching them in college, and then what Kenny said yesterday. It seems like Sonia is just a really special person, and that's really what attracted her to the Mystics. So what is it about her that stands out to you where she is a player that I know means quite a bit to you?
Oh, my gosh. She is just a phenomenal person. She is obviously an incredible athlete. She can play both sides of the ball. She was a glue player for me here at Notre Dame. You meant so much to us. We were a different team when we did not have her on the floor. But what I love about Soni is her heart. She's very loyal. She works so hard. She comes from an amazing family, incredible parents, and she's just caring. You know, she's going to light up a room. She's going to be the hardest worker on the team. She's very unselfish, so coachable, and she just wants to win. She's a dog, and just such an incredible human. And I just think my life has been so much better being her coach in the last 4 years, and I'm going to miss her so much from what she's done for our program.
It's so funny you say not just the incredible things about her as a person. I would expect that. And having watched her play, I also know that she is a dog. But to me, I actually think it's really funny to see that both her and Georgia, who I know you competed against in the ACC when she was at Virginia Tech, they are these kind, sweet people. In Sonia's case, kind of almost soft-spoken. And then there's a switch that flips. What is it about Soni for you that like you saw that switch flip for the first time and you're like, oh, wow. Or maybe it was the reverse order. Maybe you saw her play first and then you met her. How do you make sense of the two sides of Sonia Citron?
Yeah, I mean, I think that she's the type of player that doesn't need the spotlight. But I always say this. So Soni is a star. She's a star, but she doesn't need to shine, which is kind of crazy because she is such an incredible player, and she never needed the spotlight. But her light is just so bright, and so she'll just go into a game and, very understated. She's never too high or too low. We call her the silent assassin because she has the ability to literally take over game. But she's so unselfish. There were times even her freshman year I had to force her to shoot the ball more because she just wanted to get everybody involved. She's very okay with not having the light on her. But again, like I said, but her light's just too bright, I just love how everybody, past couple seasons, past couple years have recognized and realized how gifted and how talented she is. And every year she's gotten better. She's poured so much into her game, and she plays so hard. She plays for her teammates, and she has the ability to take over games. She's capable of dropping a quiet 30, 35 points, but also stopping one of the best defenders, one of the best players. So she's also, not only did I rely on her scoring, but she also had to guard our opponent's best player. So for somebody that can do both, I think that's what separates her from a lot in her draft class.
Niele Ivey's with us, head coach, Notre Dame women's basketball here on the Hoffman Show. Take me back to the first time that either you saw her in person, her film came across your desk. Like, what's the first time you were aware of Sonia Citron?
Yes, so she actually played on a smaller circuit before she played over to a bigger program, the EYBL League with the Philly Rise. She played on a smaller circuit in New York, and I was like, wow, she just stood out, on that court, smaller court. And then when she started playing on a higher level with EYBL, just her skill set, what stood out to me, just a big guard, somebody that had such efficiency, the way that she scored the basketball, could score in multiple ways. But then again, just having the versatility to either, run the point or, to be off guard. She could do it all, and could play the 1 through 4 position, could defend the 1 through 4 position. I was blown away when I first saw her.
So if that's what she was when she started, and you said she grew a lot, what did she grow? Like what got better from that?
I think efficiency. I think she worked on her shot a little bit, trying to get a quicker release, worked on her ball handling. There was a point in our season, I think her junior year, point guard went out, and so she had to run the point for me. So she's had a lot of versatility within her game, just making reads, things like that. But I think working on her shot made it, a quicker release. So her 3-point shot got better every year. And then just, again, her ability to read off ball screen action. She got more efficient shooting from behind the ball screen. Her finishes to the rim, things that she got better at. And then just defensively, she loves to defend. So that was something that she just got better, just getting stronger and those type of things. But I just think her efficiency from the three-point range, and then her finishes to the rim, I think she did a great job of working on that and got better every year.
Years from now, when she's coming back to campus as an alum, and she's, played 10 years in the league, all that kind of stuff, and, you're telling the next, a decade from now kids, like fifth graders, wherever the heck they are now, about Sonia Citron. Like, what's the story you'll tell about her? The one that if I ask you for your favorite Sonia Citron story, that this is the one.
Man, I mean, I'll have so many, but just I think what I'm going to tell, younger players about her is her love and passion for the game is just was outstanding. I think her love and unselfishness, the way that she played the game, she played with her heart, gave it her all, and I guess for me, from a perspective from a coach, just the most caring and most loyal player and most coachable player I've ever been around. And that's the stuff that you can't teach. And then I think just the way that she plays, just being a silent assassin. So my story would be, we were, at Louisville. I think she dropped 32 points that game. And that was a game where she just took over. We lost a player, and she took over the second half and led us to that victory, and we end up actually winning the league because of that game. So kind of took her team on her back, and just literally took over that game. And that was a game that we need, a must-win game for us outside of having a lot of adversity that game. So that's the particular game that I would talk about. But I think the thing I love about talking about her the most is who she is as a person. I think that speaks more volumes than the basketball piece.
Niele Ivey with us for a few more minutes here on The Hoffman Show. Of course, head coach of Notre Dame women's basketball, where she had Sonia Citron, brand new Washington Mystic. She's with us here on the Team 980. Orange carpet this year was outrageous, Niele, and you're known for your fashion as well. Did you know Sonia had it like that? By the way, a nice Gucci loafer for her today at the press conference. She was, just like, oh, this is my second fit of the week. Let me pull this off real quick. She had it like that in the fashion game?
I did not. Always felt that she was, she's so beautiful, just, again, inside and out. But I was, when they posted the first picture of her on the orange carpet, I was blown away. She looked like an Italian Vogue model. Just always, it's been so beautiful. But, she just, she's very simple and, just beautiful in a simple way. She'll just, rock her. She got a lot of swag to her. She'll rock her, her shoes or her tennis shoes and jeans, and very kind of very quiet the way that she styles herself. But I thought she killed it on the orange carpet. So I thought she was best dressed. I'm being biased, but she looked gorgeous. Like I said, she looked like a runway model. I was blown away. You
might be biased, but there, there's everyone's now ranking the fashion fits on the orange carpet afterward. There's all these articles, People Magazine or whoever that's doing it, and she was near the top of basically every list. So sometimes you can be biased and correct. So
I'm definitely correct.
Definitely
she killed it.
Definitely correct.
Yeah.
Georgia Amoore is another player that we've talked about a little bit, and I'd be remiss to not ask you about her because you played against her so often in the ACC. Plus, Kenny Brooks was with us yesterday and said lots of nice things about Sonia, so I have to give you a chance to return the favor that Coach Brooks had. But it was actually really funny today talking to Georgia briefly after the press conference, and she talked about being teammates with Soni and the genuine relief on her face of, I don't have to ever be guarded by her in a game anymore. I didn't want to remind her that they have to practice against each other because that felt genuinely mean. But Georgia's an incredible, incredible player, obviously, as well.
Yes.
Such a great career in the ACC before going to Kentucky last year. What can you tell Mystics fans that are also interested in their 6th overall pick this year about Georgia Amoore?
Oh my gosh, I was so excited when her name got called. Again, I have a lot of respect for her game, just her ability. She's a dog as well. So tough, gritty. Plays with a ton of confidence. She can score. She can score the ball. Like not only can she run the team as a great vision for a point guard, but I was always impressed the way that she scores the ball. Being smaller, she knows how to create her shot. She knows, she knows her strength. She has a great mid-range game, and then some people just have a knack to score, and she has that. She makes tough shots. She plays with such a high IQ, and like I said, she's just gritty. She's just solid all the way around, and so strong. And you can tell she's confident. You can tell she's unselfish. I just, from outside looking in, she seems just like an incredible teammate and a great person. And I think when you have two high, and I would say that about Kiki as well, because knowing the recruiting process with her. You have players that are going to be great in the locker room. They're going to enhance the culture, and they're all about winning. You could tell Georgia is all about winning, and she's going to do whatever it takes, and she's going to run through a wall for that coaching staff is what it looks like, and that's what you're going to get with Soni. But I'm a big fan of Georgia, so I think those two in the backcourt is going to be very special.
For sure. And as someone who watches a lot of hoop, Coach, like the sunshine, just bubbly sunshine that is Kiki Iriafen today, hearing her talk, and Georgia, same thing. You're like, are these the same people that try to kill each other out there? Like, what is happening? It is like, it's disorienting almost, but that's how elite athletes are, especially when they're the best people, and it seems like the Mystics got 3 good ones. Coach, really appreciate the time. Know it's a busy time of year for you, recruiting and doing everything you're doing. Best of luck this offseason and into next summer, and who knows, maybe we'll see you in D.C. for a game at some point this summer.
Oh, you definitely will.
Awesome.
Definitely will. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's up, kiddos? It's your boy Clinton Yates from ESPN. It's the Hoffman Show on the Team 980. Tell your mama I said what's up.